In the last episode, Japan's S-rank hunters faced off against the Ant King, and despite their combined strength, they were overpowered and severely beaten. Just as they were on the brink of death, Jinwoo's shadow soldier emerged from the ground to help them, and now, episode 12 begins. Jinwoo arrives at the scene, his imposing shadow army following closely behind him. Using shadow exchange, he has crossed the distance in an instant. His army stands in silent formation, awaiting his command. Without hesitation, he calls forth Iron, who immediately activates his skill, Shout of Provocation. A deafening roar reverberates across the battlefield, enraging the swarming ants. Jinwoo acknowledges Iron's effort with a nod before drawing his Demon King's daggers, his movement swift and precise as he carves through the approaching enemies with ruthless efficiency. On the sidelines, Dongwook stands frozen, unable to comprehend the battle unfolding before his eyes. His mind struggles to process the sheer force and skill displayed before him. Yunho, however, remains composed, watching the scene with a sense of reassurance. There is no longer any doubt, everything will be fine now. An ant lunges forward, but before it can even pose a threat, Igris intercepts it with brutal force, slamming it into the ground before slicing through anything in his path. Iron 2 rampages across the battlefield, cutting down every monster in his sight with overwhelming strength. The tide of battle shifts rapidly, the once dominant ant forces now crumbling before Jinwoo's overwhelming power. Observing the battlefield, Jinwoo decides to escalate the fight even further. Activating his shadow extraction skill, he resurrects the fallen ants, transforming them into additional soldiers for his ever-growing army. The cameraman, still filming the spectacle, watches in utter disbelief. His thoughts race as he struggles to comprehend what he is witnessing. It defies all logic, something that should not be possible. The broadcaster demands an explanation, but the cameraman himself remains at a loss for words. The battlefield is now in utter chaos, with the once united ant horde turning against itself. Jinwoo commands his forces to regroup, but quickly realizes that transactions cannot be made in this location. Instead, he retrieves healing potions, distributing them among the injured. Without hesitation, they consume the elixirs, their bodies rapidly regenerating. The miraculous recovery leaves them in shock. Yunho, still trying to process what has just happened, examines his body, struggling to believe that his wounds have completely healed in an instant. Despite the overwhelming relief, concern arises as Dongwook notices that Miss Cha remains unconscious. Unlike the others, her condition has not improved. Jinwoo assesses her injuries and immediately recognizes the severity of the situation. Her wounds are far too grave for him to heal with his abilities alone. Worse yet, her condition is deteriorating with each passing moment. There is no time to waste.